Hi guys, Diana here, and today I am 8 weeks and 1 day postpartum. This video is really late because it was supposed to be a 6-week postpartum video, which I did film, except it was just completely disjointed and I really needed to redo it. And this is the first time I've really felt like I had time. And actually, I don't know if I have time until it's actually finished, because we'll see if this gets interrupted. So I'll go straight into it. Physically, I had my 6-week appointment at the doctor's, obviously a couple weeks ago now, and everything's completely fine and normal. I was given the okay to, resume normal life basically. And yeah, there's not much to say there. For weight loss, I'm still holding on to about, I think, 8 pounds, but it's easier just to think of it as 10 pounds. But I will say that when I got pregnant, I still, when I got pregnant, I wasn't completely happy with my weight. So I wanted at that point to lose 10 pounds as well. So I probably need to lose about 20 pounds to be where I would like to be or where I'm comfortable being. But that's a lot of weight. So I have no idea when that'll happen. My weight loss, it's from the breastfeeding. It's still going down without even doing anything, and I haven't done anything. I eat whatever I want, when I can, basically. And my weight is still going down, but it's going down very slowly. And I'm at the point where I think the parts of my body that I kind of have issues with won't change until I start exercising, really, which is something that me and my husband are looking at working on. Basically right now we're trying to figure out where we can fit that in and how we can fit that in, and I'll touch on that a little bit later, I guess. Yeah, so I did mention how much I weighed, right? Yeah, I did. Sorry. Okay. For me, I was asked about if I had more fat cravings during my breastfeeding. I can't talk, sorry guys. Sleep kind of sometimes doesn't exist. So and with food, actually, I haven't noticed that I need to eat more calories, but I wonder if that has anything to do with just the fact that I come from a background of eating where I it's not never in my life, but the past few years, I've completely not restricted my calories at all by any means. And throughout my pregnancy, I already started craving more fats, and I stopped restricting myself on fats. So before I got pregnant, I was focused on low fat, keeping my fats not really always below 10%, probably more below 15%, but of my total calories. So when I got pregnant, I definitely noticed that I was craving more fat, and I just let myself eat fat when I wanted to eat fat. But now with breastfeeding, after I've had the baby, I haven't noticed that need going up, but I don't know if that's also, once again, because I was already eating as much as I wanted before I had the baby. So I don't know if maybe people who have increased desires to eat these things, it's because they were restricting beforehand actually, and their body wasn't ever getting enough, and now that you are, your body's trying to produce milk to keep another being alive, maybe that's why you get this need to eat more food and eat more fat. But that's just a guess. I don't know, but I wasn't restricting calories, I wasn't restricting fat for quite a while before I had the baby, and I've not noticed any desire to eat extra fats or calories. And I will say that I do have one other friend that very recently has had her baby. She had her baby, I think, a week after I did, or maybe 2 weeks. I don't really remember exactly. But she said the same thing, that she didn't notice any difference in needing to eat more. So, yeah. Well, I think that's what I'm pretty sure she'd said that. It was either drink or eat more. But I think it was actually both, that there was no increased need. My biggest change really with the whole postpartum period was mentally. I spoke about baby blues in the, was it 1 week postpartum video? I think it was 1 week. And I already spoke about that, and that's been fine since then. I haven't had any recurring issues with that. But the mental aspect has still been the biggest adjustment for me, just because, oh, are you all right? Do you want to come sit on Mama's lap? Hold on. I think we have a visitor. We have a visitor. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so my biggest change really has been mentally, because it's just, obviously there's so much in your world that changes, and the hardest thing that I've had to deal with is just the fact that I don't have what I feel like is that quality time with my husband right now, which I understand, like, we'll figure that out as she becomes a little bit more independent, which won't be for a while. But that's been the biggest adjustment, because, I mean, having a baby is kind of like a relay race where, I mean, he comes home from work and I'm like, tag, you're in, take the baby, you take care of her, I'll do stuff around the house. And then, you know, when she needs her mommy again, he tags me back in. Yeah, so it's been just mentally hard dealing with the adjustment of feeling like I'm losing time with my husband, because both of us, like, well, sorry, not both of us, one of us is always with the baby, and if one of us is with the baby, then the other one is always trying to get stuff done around the house. So, you know, we don't have that much time to just decompress and, like, chat to each other about how we feel, you know, and that's something that we always had, and, you know, we've always enjoyed each other's time, and, you know, we have spent, I don't know, like a 3.5-month period where we were around each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we never got tired of each other. So, you know, we enjoy just sitting around not talking, we enjoy sitting around talking, and it's been definitely hard losing that. Everything else has actually been pretty easy to adjust to. I say pretty easy, like, obviously there's always a learning curve, but I feel like that's been my hardest one to deal with. Yeah, so that's that. And I think that's actually everything that I had planned to talk about, so I think I kept that pretty short, actually. Oh, I think I said that I would talk about it later, that need to exercise and what we are going to do about that. So basically there is no time to exercise, like, because she does, you know, she wants attention 24 hours a day, and I understand that, and I'm willing to give that to her, because she doesn't know, you know, she doesn't understand why I wouldn't want to give that to her, and I don't think that's spoiling her. You know, that's the way that we are choosing to raise her. So originally, we had not planned on buying a stroller, because, you know, I thought that the baby wearing thing was going to be amazing and great and wonderful, and she really, really doesn't like it. I've tried multiple carriers. Yes, I've tried to put her into it when she's in good moods. I've given her time in the carrier, and she usually does eventually fall asleep in it, but that's after having, like, huge crying fits, and I'm not willing to put her under that stress repeatedly to train her to like the carrier. What I'm hoping, what's up? What I'm hoping is that, you know, just eventually as she grows older and starts to understand a little bit more, I can keep every now and again putting her back in and seeing if she enjoys it. But I mean, we have multiple carriers. I've tried her in multiple holds. She just really doesn't like it. And I will say that she doesn't actually like being held close so much. Like, she does, but I don't know how to, like, her favorite way to be held is away from the body. So her hand, oh, she's really upset. Hold on, guys. Yeah, her favorite way to be held by my husband is with her head in his hand, holding her away from his body. And he can hold her like that until his arms are about to fall off, and she does not get tired of it. Yeah, like, she doesn't really like to be held against the body too much. With me, her favorite way to be with me is actually laying down in the bed right next to me, but she's not really a huge fan of being held like this. You can hold her like this, woo, you see, for a little bit, but not for too long. Now, she did do a lot of skin to skin for the first like 2 weeks of her life, like almost 24 hours a day, maybe 22 hours a day, where she was legitimately, literally right against my body all the time. So I don't know if she's already grown out of wanting that or craving that, but I mean, every now and again, she likes a cuddle. Not that often. I mean, sleeping next to me, she does get really close to me as possible. Hi, little girl, do you want a bounce? Let's give you a bounce. Let's give you a bounce. But she's not really huge on actually being held really close. So, all of that talk, she's not a big fan of the carrier. I've tried. I've not given up, but I have kind of given up for now. Although I'll still put her in maybe like once a week or so just to see where she's progressed to, because she changes very quickly these days. Yeah, so basically we're looking into a stroller. We were originally kind of like very like, we're not going to get strollers. We're not going to be those parents that are pushing our child into the traffic first, right at the level of exhaust fumes, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting a stroller. I'm hoping that she'll really enjoy it. Oh, you're really upset right now. I'm hoping she'll enjoy it. We're going to get a jogging stroller, so that's how it goes into exercise. You know, with the hopes that if she really enjoys it, like my husband can start training again. And I can start just probably walking first and then turning that into little sprints and jogs in between. Just because I can't see myself running with a stroller continuously, because I was never that good at running. I do enjoy running, and I am dying to get outside and exercise, actually, like, really dying, because, like, I need some kind of movement back in my life that's not just bouncing a baby. Yeah, so we're looking into jogging strollers. I'm pretty sure we know which one we want. From reviews that I've looked at online, it seems like the one that kind of comes up the most for like safety and everything is the Bob Revolution Pro. It's a bit of a harder brand to get in the UK. You can get them. I've seen some other ones come up like Thule and Baby Jogger, but I don't know. The Revolution Pro seems to be the one that comes up the most with the consistent best ratings. Because a lot of them have problems with that front wheel lock, which could cause when you start having a wobble in it, it could cause the whole stroller to tip over with your baby in it, and I ain't dealing with that. Obviously that could always happen with anything, but it's just, why would you increase your chances? So if anybody has any recommendations beyond that, or if you happen to know, let me know. That's it. For future videos, I'm hoping, I did have a comment. Somebody was asking for about co-sleeping, which we are doing, so I will do my best to get a video up about that sometime soon. And like, what were my favorite products throughout that I've bought for the baby, like what's working out the best. So I think that'll be a good one, especially also bringing up what just didn't work at all for us. And obviously though, everybody's going to be different, but I think it's still interesting to hear what worked for some people and what doesn't work for others. Obviously the carriers didn't work for me right now, but maybe in a year she'll love them. So I'm not too worried about that, because I did buy quite a few of them, and obviously you spend a little bit of money on that and you want them to work. Hi, little girl. Oh, I love you. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, so that, and like she also specifically asked about which maternity tops were the best, so I'll go over that in the Best Buys one, because I did have a preference. So that's it. Have a good day. I think I stayed a bit more on topic this time, so I'm pretty sure this one will go up. So I will see you guys hopefully soon. So I forgot to show you guys my body, because I figure that's what people probably want to see. I know it's like, it's not that important, but I'll show you guys my stomach right now, and it's not the most pretty, but it's not horrible either, I don't think. Well, some people will think it's horrible, but it doesn't bother me that much. But I do obviously want my body to look better, because we all want to look good. So I do still have stretch marks, and no, I'm not putting any lotion or creams on them because I ain't got time for that. But I don't look pregnant anymore. I just have looseness that probably won't go away until I can start exercising. So that's that. Bye. Here's a better shot of Miss Riley Roo. Isn't she adorable? Are you pulling faces? Yes, you are. Oh, I know the baby talk is really annoying, but she absolutely loves it, so I don't care. I do it anyway. You want Mr. Monkey? You want Mr. Monkey? Mwah. 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 Yeah. Oh, I think she wants to lay down in bed and have some boobies, so. No smiles for you. No smiles for you. Love you, little girl. Say goodbye.